Hi folks, and welcome back to 5 more games that I want to play at BGG SpringCon if I ever get to go back. One was one I put on here recently. Viscounts of the West Kingdom. Actually, once the Kickstarter ended, I was like this, like holding my finger off the button from pledging it. Even when the expansion for it came out, I wanted to get the expansion in the regular base game with it, and I was like, no, I got to hold off on it. It looks really good. It's kind of like this big giant rondel worker placement in a way, and a lot of people tell me they really love this game. Now, for me, Architects of the West Kingdom is really good. Really good. Paladins, didn't care about. Game looks awful. But Viscounts looks pretty good. Again, I don't know what's holding me back. I don't know. Maybe I am kind of regretting not getting the expansion with the base game now. But I really just wanted to play it because I do love Renegade games, and yes, a lot of their games are good, but they are not infallible. There's games out there that I have little to no interest in, and this is one. It's not that I have zero interest in it, it's just that I don't know what. I can't explain what keeps me there, because I mean, maybe it looks a little too finicky. I know it's not, because it's Renegade. They really do a good job on even with expansions, I'm sure fit in smoothly, because the Architects of the West Kingdom, well, I haven't gotten that expansion yet, but like I said, I backed it without even looking at it because I know the base game is not that heavy, so adding something to it won't be that bad. I'm sure Viscounts is the same way. But I really would have loved to play it. This is another game next on my list, is one that everyone tells me I should play, and another game that gets heavily suggested when I pop in my collection and say, what are the games does BGG suggest for me? Lorenzo Magnifico pops up a ton here. Another worker placement game. It just doesn't look that good. Doesn't look like it's up my alley. But I've talked to people, and just like to Zolkin or whatever, they're like, Matt, this is one you need to play. You would love this one. All right, I'll give it a shot. I mean, seriously, I like worker placement, so let's go for it. And it is very popular, but whenever I look at gameplay, I'm going, I mean, it looks so-so. I don't think I'll hate it, but would I love it and add it to my collection? I don't know. And I'll never know for another 5 years or so. All right, the next one, and this is one that my gaming group's going to be mad because they really wanted me, because for years they've been telling me, Matt, if you go play this one game, because they really want me to buy this game for them. And why don't they buy it, right? But it's Western Legends. Okay, Western Legends. Yes, I love the Western theme. I love that you got action points, dice rolling, gambling in it and stuff. And you can be a criminal, you can be a gambler, you can be a sheriff, you know, a deputy going around catching bad guys. It's basically just a free-for-all world where you can do all these amazing things to win the game. It's different avenues to victory. I love that. I love that. I love the theme. I think the pieces look nice. But there's something about this game that just doesn't grab me. It hasn't grabbed me yet. And I wanted to play it and see, okay, let me see if I can figure out what the clutch is on this. How does this game pull you into this world? Because I get that you can be all these different type of characters to win the game, but how does that work out? How does that balance well? What if everyone jumps in to be a gambler or whatnot? I don't know. I just wanted to see a little bit more of the aspects of this game before I bought it. It does cost a pretty penny, but that doesn't matter because, again, the theme is there, the look is there. Just want to feel how the gameplay goes. And again, all my friends are like saying, get it. There's tons of people in my board game group who kept saying, have you heard about this game? What do you think? And I'm like, well, I think I'm going to play it at BGG SpringCon, and then I'll let you know. It'll come in the mail a few weeks later if I love it. Another one, speaking of the Wild Wild West here, Pioneer Days from the, I guess now defunct TMG, Tasty Minstrel Games. This is a little bit of dice rolling there. It doesn't seem like much, and the game has kind of gotten more expensive as the years have gone by, which is really weird. I thought a game like this would kind of go down in price. So I may just avoid it altogether, but it always seemed interesting to me. However, shiny dice and nice little action with the die, I've learned to steer clear from. I had a game similar to that. I don't remember if it was Tasty Minstrel Games or not. I think it was, but I can't remember the name of the game right now. But I got rid of the game because I thought, it looks nice, it plays nice, but it just, it's like a meh. It's a meh game. So is Pioneer Days another meh I don't know. It looks like it could go both ways for me, and I want to see which way would it go. Because believe it or not, out of the X amount of games I play every year at BGG SpringCon, only a handful, maybe 1/5 of those games will enter in my collection. So this is a game that's kind of sitting on the fence right there. And then finally, I wanted to play this one with, I wanted to surprise Bernardo with this one so bad, but it's called Daring Dust Bunnies. You are a little dust bunny trying to make it across the floor and get away from the evil vacuum. Are you kidding me? You got like little meeple dust bunnies. The game looks great. It looks hilarious. It's basically a little bit of Take That, I think. You're trying to get across the room and screwing your other player, screwing the other players too, so they can just live in the depths of the vacuum cleaner forever and ever. I don't know. Again, maybe I would buy this game on a whim just because I think the theme is so hilarious. I don't think it costs that much either, but I wanted to play it first before just throwing money down on a game that seemed just funny to me. All right, folks, that's it for now, but come back. I'll give you 5 more games on my list.